Hello! Thank you guys for coming to this video today. I really appreciate it. Have you seen that price? Stuff's happening. It's been popping off. We're gonna be going over that in this video. We're gonna be going over a lot of other stuff like Ouroboros Omega. We're gonna be talking about Cardano's decentralization. When is Cardano gonna be in the hands of stake pool operators? Also, what's the D parameter? What's it at right now? We're going to be going over a lot of cool stuff in this video. I may even talk about the Cardano Foundation stuff a little bit, so make sure you guys stay tuned for all of that. A lot of important stuff, but before we jump into it, if you guys want to support this video, the easiest thing you can do is leave a like and then comment down below, click that notification bell, and then click all. It really does support the channel. It pushes these videos out there, and in a way, it gives Cardano a bit more of education and adoption because it pushes them out to the wider cryptocurrency community. But another thing that you can do that's very easy is delegate to Bloom. We have Bloom through Bloom 6. We have over 10 million ADA pledged to the network, and we were actually the 10th or the 8th block ever minted on Cardano. So yeah, that's it. Let's jump into the video today, guys. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is Ouroboros Omega, right? So what we have right now, Ouroboros is actually the consensus model that we have for Cardano, right? So essentially you just have these nodes, and those nodes are stake pools, and also you have relay nodes or full nodes like Daedalus, right? And all of these nodes, they all talk to each other, and they all come to a consensus, right? This transaction, this ADA was sent here, this was sent here, and all of these nodes are all connected. Every wallet, they're all connected around the world in our consensus model that's called Ouroboros, right? So this is very important, right? So if it's named Ouroboros, right, in the first part, and it's Ouroboros Omega, then it's going to be a very, very important thing for Cardano, right? It's probably going to have a lot to do with the base layer, right? That is our consensus model, right? So here's a tweet from Charles Hoskinson. He says, here's a teaser. Omega is the convergence of all of the ideas we've had over the last 6 years. It's going to be good, right? So then we got this picture, and that's the Ouroboros Omega symbol. To me, I don't know. The first thing my thought is, that's a damn good tattoo. I don't know. So then this right here, this is the other little sneak peek teaser that we got, Ouroboros Omega. And then it says, during 2016 to 2021, we have made groundbreaking advances in proof-of-stake design, bootstrapping from Genesis 2017, optimal throughput, near instant settlement, and removing external clock dependency and self-healing. So all of these things seem very important to me. Right, so optimal throughput, I think that's going to be transactions per second. Near instant settlement, I think this is also really important because think about, like, let's just say something for someone's working with some medical stuff. They want to store some medical data. Well, you need instant settlement, right? Because if you have to check back to make sure the last transaction went through, the last history that you're storing on the blockchain, you want to do that instantaneously, right? You just do, especially as more and more data is coming through, and as more and more people are actually trying to store data on the blockchain. I think that's going to be really important, especially for certain industries that need near instant proof, near instant verification, near instant consensus. And then removing the external clock dependency. So this is a thing that Chico Crypto brought up, but I don't agree with it. All cryptocurrencies and also all of the internet relies on an external clock, right? It keeps everything in sync. It's very important. So they actually wrote a paper that removes the external clock dependency. So that's obviously going to be in Ouroboros Omega. And then finally, this is the big one, self-healing, right? And this is self-healing from 51% attacks. So if you were to get 51% of the network, right, of the stake in the network, so you say you have enough stake pools that actually has 51% in the network, that's a Sybil attack, and it's because you have 51%, right? You have consensus. And that's self-healing from those attacks. And then if you scroll down a little bit more on this same tweet right here, go ahead and zoom in a little bit for you guys. He says, okay, so see on the left corner, I think they're talking about the roadmap for 2025. So that's what this is. This is the new roadmap, right? Because we're all going to have to vote on whether we want IOHK to continue their contract, right? Are we going to want another contract? What are they going to provide? And then he says it will take about 6 months to plan it all. Right. So what he's saying is they're planning this next contract for us, where Cardano is going to go in the future. And essentially, if we'll have them, then we'll have them. Right. And they're planning this right now. And so in 6 months, I think we're going to have a pretty kick-ass proposal to see kind of the future of Cardano, the roadmap, because at IOG, they have a lot of people that are kind of ahead of the game. So I'm really excited to see what they have planned for the next 5 years. Right. It's got to be crazy. Or I guess it's really the next 4 years now, but I mean, they think so far ahead that the next 4 years, what they have in store, I'm very excited for. So then the other last thing I wanted to show you on here is explain self-healing with 5 technical words. Recover from a 51% attack. So it's the same thing I mentioned earlier, but I mean, I'm really curious on what that means. You know, how does a consensus model recover from a 51% attack without really a separation? Very, very interested. I'm going to do a deep dive on that. So make sure you guys look into that. And also, trending on Twitter today, ADHD. And then from Pooltool, love it when the plan comes together. So, but yeah, it's pretty cool. What do you guys think of this? If you guys are really, really excited for this, type in Ouroboros Omega down below, because we already got Ouroboros Prios. So, mission accomplished. Delighted to report that since C10 minutes ago, the Cardano Testnet is officially in the multi-asset era, right? Pretty excited for this, I have to admit. I'm so excited for different tokens on the Cardano blockchain. It's going to be so awesome from here on out. So we successfully forked and applied the Goguen Mary native token upgrade. Next stop, mainnet by the end of the month. So this is good because when this is on the testnet, at least from my Shelly experience, when it's on the testnet, it's coming to mainnet damn soon, right? And then down here, I think this might have been the first transaction ever on the testnet. And as you guys can see, minted tokens. It was 1 Nutcoin. There's 53 confirmations. And then if you guys are probably wondering, what is Nutcoin? So there's this pool called Stake Nuts. He's awesome. He's always on the cutting edge of the new technology that's coming out. I actually had a video earlier in the past. He was the first person to ever have a Cardano Oracle, right? He was actually storing data on the blockchain through the metadata transactions. And I talked about him in that video. So as you can see, he's on the cutting edge as always. He's minting a coin, and then I'm going to be minting a coin shortly after because, and that's why I'm in a different location right now. We're actually designing the Bloom token, what it's going to do, what value it's going to provide. So yeah, that's why I'm in a different place right now. So, but yeah, Nutcoin, I'm really excited that this started, and I'm really excited for this to come at the end of the month. You know, if you guys are excited, let me know. So I don't do much price talk on this channel, you know, but when it's going up like this, you have to talk about it. I mean, so right now we're at 51 cents. We're going up to 51, dropping back down. I mean, we're going in increments of like 0.04 or 0.4 cents, which is pretty crazy just to have in a second increment. But yeah, so first off, no financial advice, right? You guys need to ask somebody that's actually qualified for that. You know, I just believe in the technology and I believe in the value long term, but that doesn't mean I think it's going to go up, right? I'm not providing any financial advice, but at the same time, we can all look at this and be damn happy about it, right? Because think about what this means, right? Everyone that's been in the community, you know, since we were lower, 3 cents, 10 cents, 20 cents, they now have a lot more value that they can provide back, right? Because at least my first thought, you know, when ADA, it's like, wow, I can do so much more. You know, I can give so much more back, and it's awesome to see this. And also, it makes me start thinking of the treasury funds, right? So there's a lot of ADA in the treasury funds, and now every ADA is worth $0.50. I mean, that's so insane. We were at 3 cents. I mean, let's go take a look, man. We were at 3 cents so long ago, like back in March, right? Yeah, look, okay. So yeah, 3 cents. April, we were at 3 cents from March, and we finally hit 5 cents in May, man. I mean, that's insane. Look how far we've come. I mean, it's February right now, and we're at 50 cents, you know, and then, I mean, it's so cool. I mean, if you guys are hype about this, please type hype in the comment section down below. I'm hype. I'm so excited about this. It's so cool. I never thought it would have happened this early. You know, I thought we were going to get multi-assets and Goguen. I thought we were still going to be the underdog. I thought we were going to have all this value, and then we were going to start marketing it, and then the world was going to notice. But it seems like we're getting a little hype before, and I don't think this is just a pump, right? That doesn't mean it's not going to go down. Clearly, it's going to go down. We've had a big rocket, but I don't think it's an artificial pump. I do think there's some natural growth here, not financial advice, right? But and then even you have Charles tweeting about this. I have it pulled up somewhere. He tweeted about 50 cents. I thought this was so funny. Yeah. He said, okay, for some reason, I have an incredible urge to play 50 cents all day. And then when you click on it, I can't play any of this music. They'll navigate. Let me mute that real quick. And then in the background, it says, Music from and inspired by Get Rich or Die Trying. Yeah, why are you playing this, Charles? You know, so just tell me how excited you guys are about this. It's just like, it feels like all my friends, you know, all the people that provide value each and every day just got a pay raise, you know, and then the treasury that's going to provide more and more value to the ecosystem, that just got a pay raise, right? More proposals, just really awesome. I understand that you guys are probably happy about this too. I'm speaking to the choir here, but that's the price talk for the video. So let's talk decentralization. Cardano is now 76% decentralized. So this was actually 5 days ago, so 1 epoch ago, and it goes down goes up, the decentralization parameter, the D parameter. And I'll explain this real quick because there's so many new people in the community. So what the D parameter is, it's Cardano's decentralization parameter. It was a parameter that was built to slowly give more and more of the network to stake pool operators in case something bad was to happen, right? So it was designed to help Cardano in case anything bad happened. And we've slowly gone from 0 to 76. We're now at 78. So this is wrong. It's 5 days old. Actually, I think it's going to be 56 days now. In 56 days, Cardano will be in the hands of stake pool operators. So Bloom will be minting a lot of the transactions, and so will all of the other great stake pools in the ecosystem. So happy to see this, you know, because I mean, where are we at right now? So that's going to be at the end of March, right? It's beautiful. It's pretty awesome. It might be at the beginning of April, but that's still so cool. You know, Cardano is going to be fully decentralized. We're going to have multiple assets on the chain, and then following that in April, we're actually going to get smart contracts. I mean, we're at the cusp right now. I mean, do you guys see my excitement? I'm kind of having trouble holding it in, but it's just we've been waiting for this for so long, and it's here, man. I mean, ADA's $0.50, multi-assets, smart contracts are coming. We're talking about the next contract with IOG. We're talking about Ouroboros Omega. I'm so happy, man. I'm so happy. This stuff's so cool. Okay, so I'm finally going to talk about it. I was removed as a Cardano ambassador. I posted this last Friday, and this kind of blew up. It blew up a lot more than I expected. So I just kind of want to go into it a little bit. And first off, I want to say that there's no beef, there's no quarrels. You know, I'm not thinking in the back of my head. I'm not conspiring against them and saying that they wronged me. There was just kind of a disagreement on one sole thing, and I'm going to get into the details in a second. And it's not like there wasn't this one action, you know, that made me removed. You know, it was kind of a bubbling thing, I would say, for the past few months, but it wasn't. This is kind of my whole point. This is why I haven't addressed it thus far, is because it's kind of like I enjoyed being an ambassador. I enjoyed being a part of the ambassadors, and I appreciate everything that was a part of that. But compared to what's going on right now in the Cardano ecosystem, it kind of seems like a non-issue, right? Because everything great is happening, right? Like I said earlier, we have Ouroboros Omega, we have the multi-assets, we have smart contracts, you know, the price of ADA, all of this great stuff is happening. And me being removed as an ambassador doesn't affect any of that, nor should it take away from any of that, right? It shouldn't take away from all the awesome stuff happening and making a big deal about it, and anything is just going to take away from the great time that we're in. And I know that great people wake up each and every day to work for the Cardano Foundation. I know that great people wake up each and every day to become Cardano moderators, right? Because that's what kind of the quarrel was. It was a quarrel between me and the ambassador moderators. And I'll go into a little bit of details, but there's no reason to bring it up or to say names or to have any beef or any issues. There was just an issue with me advertising my stake pool on my YouTube channel and posting it to the Cardano forums. And those forums are Reddit, the forums are Telegram, and also the Cardano forum itself, right? So forum.cardano.org. They made a rule that stated you can't advertise your stake pool in any of your videos. And I had an issue with that because you're allowed to advertise anything else, right? You're allowed to have like a Dollar Shave Club ad, or you can post an article that say has a gambling website ad, but I couldn't advertise my stake pool, right? And I thought that was an issue because it was specifically targeting Cardano YouTube content creators. And there was just this little back and forth about it, and I made my opinion known and said that this seems to just completely be isolating one part of the community, and that's Cardano stake pool YouTubers, whereas anyone else can post freely. And we just had this dialogue, this back and forth, and because I disagreed with it, I kept posting, right? So I'm not in the right here. I kept posting my videos. I tried to like remove some of the advertisements. I tried to do a couple things to still be a part of the forums, and they saw that as me trying to gamify the rules. And I wanted to say sorry to the moderators specifically. You know, you guys have probably had to watch my 2-hour live streams that you didn't want to watch in the first place. I understand that a lot of you don't really like my videos. So I just wanted to say sorry for wasting your guys' time when you could have been doing better things, right? You could have been spending your time in a better way that provided more value to your life. And I'm sorry for making you guys watch my videos to look for advertisements, to look for me trying to gamify it. But that wasn't my goal. I just disagreed with that, and I was hoping that it could change, and I hope that we could all mold and bend together. And I didn't think this was going to get me removed as an ambassador because I took kind of my disagreements with the moderator team. I took that as separate from my ambassadorship, right? Because my ambassadorship is posting videos, providing value, doing education, whereas my quarrels with the moderators, I thought that was a separate thing. But that's why I was removed. It was for continually posting my videos with stake pool advertisements in them when they told me not to, right? I was trying to change things. I was trying to post videos that didn't have the ads in the videos. I was trying to follow the rules, but there was just a quarrel there, but that's it, right? And we'll leave it at that. It's not a big deal. There's no reason to take out of the value that Cardano has right now and all the greatness and focus on this thing that's really a non-issue, right? Bloom is still going to operate as always. My big pay channel is still going to operate as always. I'm still going to be providing the same value as I did before. I'm still going to be doing everything that I did as a Cardano ambassador. I'm still going to be doing it without being a Cardano ambassador. And it sucks, you know, I'm sorry that it happened, but to each and everybody, all the ambassadors, you know, all the people that wake up every day to provide value to Cardano, that work for the Cardano Foundation, I wish you guys the best. I really do, and I hope you do the same for me, you know. And that's the thing, because we're all kind of on this mission, and that mission is Cardano, so these non-issues, these little quarrels between people, it's a non-issue, man. And I hope that it remains that way, and I hope that we can all just be happy, you know. There's no beef, there's no quarrels, and just based on some of the replies to this tweets, that it seemed to me like everyone thought it was going to be this big blow up, and I was going to try to fight them or have a bunch of issues with them. But I mean, let's just be honest, man. There's no reason, right? It's just compared to the great things we're trying to do to the people we're trying to help in this world, and like to bank the unbanked. I mean, look at that and compare it to me being removed as an ambassador. But even though I was removed as an ambassador, I can still wake up and do the same thing I was doing each and every day, and so can everybody at the Cardano Foundation, right? There's no problem here, and like I said, I wish you guys the best, and maybe in the future, you know, we can work something out, you know. So, yeah, it is what it is. I'm sorry that it happened that way, and I'm sorry for continually posting my videos that have advertisements on them. But yeah, I do that, you know. I didn't agree with it because it was specifically targeted at one person, so I continually pushed it, right? And I apologize for that, and it is what it is. But I wish you guys all the best, and that's the end of this video. That's the Cardano Foundation story. That's what happened. It's really not that deep. It's not a big deal. And like I said, I wish them all the best. But if you guys made it till the end of the video, please type in the comment section down below. I wish the Cardano Foundation the best, so I know you guys made it till the end. And if you guys enjoyed this video and you haven't already, please click that like button, that notification bell. And then leave me any comments you guys have, any questions. If you guys are hyped about the price, hyped about what's going on with Cardano or Ouroboros Omega, anything, feel free. We also have a Discord server down below that you guys can join. And if you join that Discord server, you'll be able to ask questions, get help. We're just trying to build a nice little community over there, so feel free. But great things are upon us. You know, we're at the cusp of Cardano, you know, so I'm in a happy place right now, and I hope you guys are too. Have a good rest of your week, or your weekend, really.